Salut à tous, welcome back to my channel. This is Prince and today I'm going to teach you the number français 90 à 5, meaning the French numbers from 90 to 100. And happy Christmas! And enjoy the Christmas with lots of gift and be safe in this pandemic. So let's start with our new video of French numbers from 90 to 100. This video will be my last video on numbers and a little more broad video on how to write the numbers till infinite, like most of the people use till trillion. So I'll tell you how to write it till trillion. Here I'll teach you from 90 to 100. Then I'll teach you how to write them. So be with me. So let's start. So it's les nombres français 90 à 5, meaning the French numbers from 90 to 100. So let's start. So 90. It is 90. So 90 means 4 into 20, 80 plus 10. Like 4, then 1, 20, 4 into 20, that's 80 plus 10, 90. Don't get confused over here, or don't write that 80. Like, don't write anything else instead of this. Then it's called 90 as we know. So here, so finally it's called 90. Then we have 91. So 91 meaning 4 into 20 as it is 80 plus 11, like 11 as we know. I think we recalled it once more. So it's 11, 80 plus 11, it's 91. In English we call it 91. Then it is 82. 82. It's as usual, 92. Sorry, it's 92, not 82. So 82, it's like 4 into 20 plus 12. So 80 plus 12, 92. So it's 92. You can use this technique to memorize the numbers from 70 to 80 and 90 to 100 using this method. Then we have 93. It's the same method, 80 plus 13, 93. So that's called 93. Then we have 94. It's 80 plus 14 or 94. It's called 94. So as same it's 84. So, and don't mix 14 with 40. I have told you in my last video also. Now I'm also telling it because this is the common mistake we all do, that 14 is 14 and 40 is 40. That's the difference. So if you write 80 plus 80 then 40, it will be something like not suitable to hear and not also a number. So you should use 14 instead of 40. That's like a disclaimer. Like, that's the common mistake we all do. Then it's 95. 95. So it's like 80 plus 15. 95. So like 95. Then we have 96, meaning 80 plus 16, 96. Kata. Now I've already taught you the numbers from 90 to 96. Now I'll continue with the different type, that how to write the numbers from 97 to 100. So let's start. Okay, we are now in the slide. So it's loading. Yep. So 96 I've already taught you. That's Katarina says 80 plus 16. 96. Katarina says. Then we are going to learn a different way. That's called Katarina this set. So you have known that Katarina this set. So you might get confused here that why are we writing this set? Let me tell you why. First you separate Katarina and see only this set. I think you can recall a new number called 17 that I have taught in my last videos. If you want, you can go to the number 10 to 20 and view that to understand the numbers of how to write from 10 to 20. And then it's Katarina this set. So 80 plus 17, it's called Katarina this set. So it's called 97 as we know. Then we have Katarina this week. This is also the same way we need to use that. Just don't think about this and just think about this week. I think you can recall a new number that's called 18. So 80 plus 18, it's called 98. So it's called Katarina this week. Katarina this week. It's called 98. Then we have 99. Katarina this stuff. It's in the same method like this stuff. We call it 19. So Katarina plus 19. Katarina this stuff. It's 99. Then it's the last number, or it's the new number of the 3-digit. It's called sing. Sing, like if you want to use sing, then you need to use like unsing, means 100, the sing 200, trois sing 300. Like that you can use in your further ways. These are the main things. I'll show you one more. That's called million. It's called 1000. We call it mil. Mil. Mil is also used in the same way like sing. 1000 and mil. The mil, like that. Then we have million. In million we call it Millia. Millia. Millia or Millia. So we use million as same way like sing and mil. So and mil and Millia, the Millia, 3 Millia, like that. Then we have bilad. Bilad means is billion. So billion here actually in France we know that we use not the Indian system, we use another system, the foreign system. So over here I'm using million, billion, trillion, not crore. So like crore, then 1000, 10,000, not like that. I'm not using lakh here. I'm using the million, billion and trillion. So billion we call it bilad, like bilad, the bilad, through a bilad. Then we have bilad, bilad. It's called trillion. Bilad. So bilad means trillion. So these are the common ways by which you can write the numbers from 1 to 999,000 trillion. Then that's it. So I'm also gonna tell you how to write the numbers with some exercises. So be with me. So I have already got you the numbers from 1 to 100, and now I'm gonna take some examples and discuss it to you because I told you also subtitles like million, billion, trillion, and all. So let's start with the examples. I'll discuss it with you, and like you can pause if you want to do it by your own and check it back. So let's start. Like I'll show you just five of them, and then you can do it just by your own. So let's start. So first one I'm gonna tell it as in the middle of 100. So let's take 197, or let's take it as 597. So we can give it as. So let's first separate and write it off. Then it will be easy for you. Like I wrote 597. Let's continue. Let's give equal to. Then we can write 500 as sing Patrewang is enough, like that. So like if you get confused over here, you can give a dash. It will be helpful. Or some place you don't need dash. It's like not necessary. But like you can use Katarina. That you can give a dash. So like don't give dash in the place where it's like don't simply give dash. It should have a particular meaning. Like in Katri Wang, I have given the dash because Katri dash Wang I'm writing, that's why. So let's go to the next one. 2. I'll just write it off first and I'll just explain it to you. Then let's take an example. 2580. So we're going to let us the mill the mill sing Katri and if you want to divide it, so let's divide it also. It will be easy. Okay. Done. So like for 2580, I'll just write it first and I'll show you how it's done. So let me give you only 3. So this the third one I'll include everything till now. So let's get it with the trillion number. So let's write it as 9876543210. Oh, comma here. One more comma here. One more comma here. So it gets to million, billion over in here. Let's give 7, 8, and in trillion, 2, 3. Sorry. So I want to include every numbers like trillion, so you can use this number like only for revision, not like it's very used to rare. Think in many other purposes. So I think you know the expanded form. I'm not writing it because it will be huge. So I'm directly going to the numericals. So 23. So 23 is done. So 23, 97, 8, then 5, 8, 26, 543, and 210. So just get to it. So we'll write it off. So we have done the ones place, thousands, million, billion, trillion. So okay. now I've just changed the slide and showing it to you before. Like I have broadened it and given numericals. I'll explain you how it's done in a broad way. So I'll just use a pencil. Yep, that might be useful. So let's take green. Yep. So here it's 23 trillion 978 billion 876 million 543,210. So if you write it in expanded form in words in French, then first, as we know, we have learned. So we need to get back to our pointer. Yep. So as we know that first is trillion. So millimilad. So we need to do the millimilad part. This part over here, 23. So over here it will be the same part. One through as 23. So millimilad, because it is coming as a trillion part. Then 978. So 978 is a billion part. So billion part I wrote naf seng. Naf seng means 900. Then Swexandagiz. So that Swexandagiz hui, it's 78. Then this full thing is what then? It's billion. So bilad. So first if you feel doubt, if you have a doubt in this, first you write what's the number, then think that what it is, trillion, billion or million. So here's trillion, that's why I wrote millimilad. Here it's billion, so I wrote bilad, and here it's million. So again I change the color. So it's 876 million. So hui sing, so it's 800. This says, so it's 76 million. Now let's go to the another part. All 543. 543 is another word. Then 543 is thousands place. So sing sang means 500. Then Karanditra 43. Then this full thing is million. Thousand, so mill. Now the last part, 210 as usual, because it is in the ones place. So O here. Here can be T, thousands place, TH, sorry. It will be a TH on the top. I'm not good at this writing, so sorry for that. Then thousand, million. And this will be billion. And this is, as usual, trillion. So this saying these, it's representing. So I think you have understood. So full form, I'll read it again for you. So let's erase it a bit over here. Yep, I think now you can see it. So the full form, you can write it as Vangtra millimilad Naf seng so exante diese hui bilad Hui seng so exante says Millia Sing seng karandi trua mille the seng these. So I hope you learned the full numbers in a nice way. You can see the previous video if you want to see it, like if you want to go to them and view them as usual. So thank you and have a nice day. Happy Christmas Eve. And I think all of you got your vacations, so celebrate it. And au revoir, à bientôt, bisous bisous. And I will teach you the articles in my next video. So bye.